and play and learn new things each day. Hi.
Hello everyone. Hope you all are good and safe at home. Welcome back to the educational channel. Dear students, today we are going to study another important grammar topic, that is forms of verbs. Forms of verbs. In the previous class we have studied about verbs. It is one of the parts of speech from 8 main parts of speech in English language. We studied about verbs, is it? And we understood what is a verb and kinds of verbs. Now in this video we are going to study forms of verbs. So look at the chart. We have completed these kinds of verbs. We studied about these kinds of verbs. So now let us start forms of verbs. In English language, verbs in English language have 5 forms. There are 5 forms of verbs. So first one, base verb. Second one, simple present tense. Third one, present participle. Fourth one, simple past tense. And fifth one, past participle with helping verbs. So as we studied about participles, there are 2 types of participle, present participle and past participle, is it? So those are the one of the forms of verbs. Is it clear? Now let us study these one by one in detail. So first one, base form. The base form is the root word with no ending attached. Base form of verb, it means root word. Root word means without ending, without attach any suffix. As it is same, how it is the verb. As it is say, that is called base form or root word. It means without ending, without attached any suffix. Where you have to use this base form? It is used or it functions in the simple present form, in the simple present tense for all person and numbers, to show all persons and numbers. Is it clear? So that the base form and the simple present tense are mostly identical. Identical, it means same. Base form and the simple present tense form of the verb are mostly same. They are same. But verbs in the simple present tense take on the suffix yes, es, ies in the third person singular. But be remember children, when the third person singular, then the verb in the simple present tense, take the suffix yes, es, ies. Is it clear? So base form and simple present tense are mostly same, but when the third person singular, then we have to take the suffix yes, es, ies to the verbs, to the base verb. For example, look at here. First person singular, I go. So here the numbers is a singular, first person. But when the third person singular, we have to add here suffix es, ies or yes. So that here, next example see, third person singular, she goes. See? So here go is a base form. It is called the one of the form base form. Here didn't add any suffix because it is a first person singular. But when the go base form of verb takes third person singular, then we have to add suffix yes, es or is. Is it clear? Okay. Next one, forms of verb, that is past participle. Past participle verbs have various endings. They always come along with the helping verb, various helping verbs. So look at the picture. Here the past participle form is used with has, have and had to show perfect tenses. So where you have to use past participle form of verb? This form of verb we have to use in perfect tenses. Do you know perfect tenses? Present perfect tense, past perfect tense and future perfect tense. So they we have to use along with the helping verb those has, have, had. Is it? For example, look at here. I have done my work. Here this is a present perfect tense. Here done is a past participle of form of verb. Do you know this base verb of done? Do. Do, it's a base verb. Do, did, done. Is it clear? So past participle form used with helping verb, along with the helping verb in perfect tenses. And also we used these other helping verbs. Do you know where? Yes. Do you know active voice, passive voice? Yes. The past participle form of a verb is also used with other helping verbs in passive voice sentences. Do you know passive voice sentences? When you have interchanged the object and subject. Is it? For example, look at here. The clothes were hung by me. So here were hung. It means it is a past form. Were, it's a past form, and hung, it is past participle of form of verb. Here were used as a helping verb. Is it? By me. Where you have to use? In passive voice. And other helping verbs we have to use when it is related to the subject. Another example, look at here. The work was done by me. Why here changed verb, helping verb? Because it is depend on subject. If the subject is a plural, we have to use plural form of verb, helping verb. And if it is singular, then we have to use singular form of helping verb in passive voice. But participle doesn't change. Is it? Done and here hung. Hang, hung, hung. Is it? Do, did, done. I hope it is clear. And now present participle, another form of verbs. So present participle verbs end with ing. Is it? It is always end with ing. For example, the clothes are hanging on the clothes line. Here hanging, ing form. And present participle always we have to use in continuous tense. Is it? To show continuous tense. And here this sentence is present continuous tense. If it is a past continuous tense, it means was or were. Clothes means here plural form. The clothes were hanging on the clothes line. Is it? I hope it is clear to you all. So we studied that all the 5 forms of verbs. Now let us revise once again. Base verb and simple present tense are mostly identical. It means are mostly same. But when the third person singular appears in the sentence, that can be the verb can take suffix yes, is or es. Is it? And next third one, present participle. Present participle form of verb ends with ing. Always it is ends with ing. And simple past tense, it is a past form of verb without helping verb. Is it? And last one, past participle. It comes always along with the helping verb, and we have to use this one in the perfect tenses and to show passive voices also. Is it? So now let us study the rules of verb forms. So first one, for some verbs the simple past and the past participle remain the same. So some verbs are there, they in the simple past form and past participle form are remain same. Look at the chart here. So 5 forms of verb chart: base form, simple present tense, present participle, simple past tense, past participle. So these two columns verb forms are remain same. Look at the base verb. First one, observe, burn. And simple present tense, burn, burns. So when third person singular, then we have to add yes, so that burns. And present participle with ends with ing, burning. And simple past tense, burnt, burned. And past participle, burned, burnt. But what difference between simple past tense without helping verb, past participle along with helping verb? Is it? That is a different, but they are remain same form, same spelling. Is it? They appear same spelling in the sentence. And next one, catch. Catch, catches, catching, caught, caught. But last one column, this one along with the helping verb. But these are using in the sentence simple past tense without helping verb, past participle with helping verb. Means have caught, had caught, has caught, were caught, was caught. That's it. Let us see next one rules, second one rules. For some verbs, the simple past and the past participle remain the same as the base form. Observe the chart. Here the base form cost, that base form as it is remain the same in the place of simple past tense and past participle. But these are using in the different way. Then base form of verb we are using in the simple present tense, and this cost in simple past tense, and this one verb along with the helping verb in perfect tense. Is it? Has cost, have cost, and had cost, was cost, were cost. So some verbs are there. These which verbs are following these rules. It means base verb, simple past tense, past participle remain the same spellings. Is it? And one more example, look at here, put, put, put. They do not change their spelling. Is it? But here this one simple past tense put, and this one along with the helping verb. Have put, has put, had put. Is it? Do not use putted like this. Is it? It doesn't take any ed form. This type of verbs. And next third one rules. Look at here. For some verbs, the simple past is regular, but the past participle is irregular. So some verbs are there should follow these rules. For example, base verb, observe here, move. It can use simple past tense with ed form. It means it is a irregular verb. But when we can use in the perfect tense as a past participle along with the helping verb, then it become irregular verbs. So some verbs are there should following these rules. They can change simple past tense and past participle. They are remain changed into these two columns. So while using these, observe carefully in the sentence. So if it is a without helping verb, then it is a regular verb. With helping verb, that time it is irregular verb. Is it? Move, move, moves, moving, moved, mown. Show, show, shows, showing, showed, shown. Have shown, has shown. Is it? So next last one rule. Fourth one, for some verbs, the simple past and the past participle differ. Means they are different, various. In the all the columns are different forms. Observe the verbs, base verb be, and see here simple present tense am, is, are, and present participle being, simple past tense was, were, past participle been. So this one along with the helping verb has been, have been, had been. Is it? And next one, observe here second one, base verb go, go, goes, going, went, gone, had gone, have gone, has gone. Is it? So I hope it is clear to you all, because very easy topic this one. If you remember these 4 rules, you can easily identify in the sentence which form of verb. Is it? I hope it is clear to you all. Now take down the homework. Complete the exercise part which related to this topic in English grammar book as well as in English course book. Is it clear? Okay. If you have any confusion, any doubts, you can call or text me. Till then, goodbye. Thank you, my dear students.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Thank